found this in the basement. That's so cute. Late night snack during class. Guys, look at my onions. They're flourishing. I feel bad because I bent this one before I put it in here. And the roses are still alive. They're not bloomed anymore, but they're still alive. Oh yeah, I don't remember if I did end up telling you guys I finished watching the Dubai Bling, and I actually liked it. So I don't remember if I told you guys I finished watching Bling Empire, because I remember I told you I was put off by that opening scene about how she wanted her bigger closet. But I came to like her in the end. I do not like that DJ's wife and the flower guy. They they just kind of fall into their stereotype, and I'm like, I didn't want to see that. And it's a shame because her husband seems really cool. But you know, obviously she's not like that all the time with everybody. But yeah, I did end up liking it. I do think her husband should have been a little bit more honest about how, yes, she was the aggressor when they went to her office. But, you know, next season, we'll see. I do want another season of Rich Asians New York. Is that the name of the title? I don't know. I don't care about the LA one. It's just like the LA, it's like they don't actually know each other at all. And they're just there in each other's vicinities. And I know some of them like do, but it just doesn't feel like it. Whereas New York, it feels like, oh yeah, authentic interaction, even though they're not, you know, not all of them are friends. And I'm so glad she stopped that guy's proposal. And so the other one, her name, I'm blanking on these names. I shouldn't even be talking about it when I can't say their names. That's so rude. But by the time you see this, you'll see my video on the Real Housewives of Potomac, which I didn't watch the third part of the reunion prior because I don't want to listen to Sherry's talk. And like, I was just like, But I've seen more clips since then. I don't know if I want to watch the whole seasons from the very beginning, but I'll probably watch the entirety of next season, as well as Beverly Hills. But yeah. They're all a bunch of mean girls. I think they were all the mean girl in their clique. I don't think Kara was necessarily a mean girl. I think she was the realistic mean girl. Yeah. They were all a part of a mean girl clique when they were growing up. I'm okay with this. I told you guys I don't really like cod. Although it's sable, but it's cod family. I like it. And this is cauliflower. You see? That's nice. But it tastes good. I want to plant a myrtle tree and a forsythia. A crepe myrtle? Alright, y'all. I got off set today. And I'm tired. I needed to stop by the grocery store at some point, so I decided to just stop by the Amazon Fresh when I got home. I pretty much stuck to my list. Pretty much. I will record everything for you guys when I get home. I also got a soup so that I could just eat. Because I have noodles ready, soaked to cook. I was gonna cook them last night, and then I was like, too tired. So they're just ready. But the thing about non-union is they don't technically have to provide certain things for you. But so like when your call time is in the morning, is like 4 or 5:30, you're expected to be provided breakfast. They don't have to because you're not union, but it's expected. It's also just the proper thing to do. But you know, they started running out of stuff because they pretty much, you know, had enough for the crew, for the union people, and like a few after that. But they ended up running out of most of like the real hearty stuff, and they had a few things left, but like I couldn't have that. Luckily, I always eat overnight oats before going on a morning shoot, but until now I've always had breakfast. But yeah, that's the one thing that sucks about it, because then I was freaking hungry because we got out today in enough time that they don't have to give us lunch. So, yeah. And I mean, and somebody else on set did make a comment that, you know, they should be able to try and find something to accommodate the non-unions. Because they make sure that SAG is taken care of. Because, you know, they get penalties if they don't. Anyway, other than that, it was fine. It was a real simple shoot, you know. Saw some people from other shoots that I've been on. Met some new people. And, yeah, like I said, got these groceries. And I forgot my bags. I hate that because I hate the way they pack groceries. I'm gonna go, I haven't been getting bubble tea because I have bubbles that I need to just figure out how to properly make them, which is more so about putting the right amount of water in and not eyeballing it the first time I make them. I'm just like, because the purpose is to get tea that I can't get at home. And if I'm not already out planning to get bubble tea, it's just like, I haven't been for a while. So anyway, I need to go order my new filter. I need to go do a compress for my eyes. They're dry. I need to go home. I'm about to open these chips in the car. I'll talk to you later. Hey guys, so I just got back, and the issue with me not having my bags is that I like to sit in the car. And now things are thawing. Things were thawing prior. And I want to sit here. But I'm so tired. I'm going to go in and show you these groceries and take a nap on one of my couches. But which one is the question? Okay, so I don't remember the name of the soup. It was vegan. It was at the very end. And it tastes nice. It's got a little spice to it. Yes, I did open both chips in the car. That's my oatmeal this morning. Go watch that. Okay, frozen. I replenished my broccoli, and I bought 2 this time because I don't know what possessed me to only buy 1. Okay. So, do you remember these Darings? I got the regular ones last time. So I thought I'd give these a try. And then I got a feisty and a regular as a ground beef. And just another just egg. Ugh. And then there's a chocolate, an original, and cranberry juice. And Fiji. And ooh, constant comment. The one I have right now is decaf. And then Country Peach Passion. I believe this is the one that I wanted to get more of. I was missing it because I finished it. Blue corn tortilla chips. Red potatoes. Onions and some other potatoes. And that's everything. I'm gonna eat a little more soup and take my nap. I'll put a compress on my eyes and take my nap. The Cajun one is really pretty good. So I found my alternative vegan chicken because the Gardenia used to have one. I haven't seen it in a while, but I always felt kind of after eating it. So I don't know what it was, because like I wasn't like sick, it wasn't an allergic reaction, it just like felt kind of heavy or whatever. But this is really pretty good. It also doesn't have coconut in it like everything else does. And then I'm getting ready to paint. I'm going to paint this blue. I've been wanting to do it for the longest time, and I found blue paint in the basement because my garage is blue. Which I didn't even realize until like a few weeks ago, but I'm finally gonna go ahead and do it because it's on my mind, and I have the motivation to. Okay, I'm back from making salads. I have 5 here. Same 5 as last time. Oh, it's my extra walnuts. I also came back with some sunflower seeds. Pickled onions were a hit. I brought them with me, so now I have to re-up on red onions to add. Ooh. Nice. Alright, now I gotta go to my writing class that is luckily on Zoom. Guys, it's snowing. It might stick. Let's see. Oh, it was so unexpected. Oh, and I was talking to Jade, and she was talking about soil sterilization. And I was like, damn, I just planted these. So we're eating salad and drinking mead, and then I'm going to make tea because it's after 9. And yeah, I did what I was supposed to do, and then I went back to bed. So I found my bottom retainer. It wasn't really that hard to find. I just wasn't paying attention. But as you can see, it technically doesn't fit. It's gonna fit after a while, but yeah. So it like fits on the backs, and like to get it to fit on the front, it pretty much just, oh, I almost dropped my phone on my face. Anyways, I basically just have to let it slowly shift because I didn't put it back on in time. But yeah, so it still fits on the back. It's just the front that's the problem, because you can see like the teeth have to go back in. But I can feel it working. You know, you gotta leave it on for a certain amount of time, and then you take it off, and your teeth feel all low. So I'm like, do I need to eat today? Which, yes, I'm gonna take it off and eat, but I'm just like, I don't want to get up yet. But then I'll end up being in the bed for too long, and then I'll be up for too long again, and then again not getting up in time. Still getting stuff done, but it's just like, now that the sun is out again for longer, it doesn't matter to me. But yeah. Yeah, so my teeth are a little sore. But yeah, I'm gonna get this tooth back into place. I mean, like, it wouldn't matter that much except for having this tooth shifted here. It leaves a gap in between these teeth, and food gets stuck there, and it's so uncomfortable. And then, like, if I don't have my floss with me or something, it's like, like, it's just not okay. So I had to shift it back, which is fine. I do like my teeth better in a straight line, but for a while I was told I didn't have to wear them anymore, and I wasn't, and it was fine. And so it's just like, I guess, like, I have to put it on like once a month to make sure, or something like that, I guess. Okay, guys, here's the look. I'm not in the mood to get up on time to do Get Ready With Me. I need an earring. I was gonna do it, and then I was like, no, but I feel naked. I'm gonna bring my jean jacket with me. You guys have seen it. If you haven't, oh well. Hey guys, so I'm gonna meet Anthony again at Moon Rabbit. We were gonna do oysters prior, but I ran into a couple issues here, so we're just gonna meet up at Moon Rabbit because they're having another menu special. Part of the appetizer, we're gonna see if I can use this as they have a veggie option, but we'll see. So yeah. I already showed my outfit already, I think. I already showed my outfit already. I didn't, like, give details or close-ups or anything. Jewelry. Here's my jewelry. And, you know, just some nice little pieces. I know I'm not belting my jeans because we're going to be sitting and eating. I don't need a belt. Oh, and I'm going to take my brown leather jacket instead of my denim. Back with Anthony. Okay, so we both got the crispy tofu appetizer, and then I got the lobster, and then he got the chicken, and then Anthony also got this crudo. Where is it? Let me, this one. I was thinking about getting it too, but I'm like, maybe. But then there's also some other stuff on this menu that looks really, really good that I might also get on the side. But yeah, the champagne is here. I actually hate champagne.
This one's alright.
But he says it's alright. It's too airy for me. But even your face.
I think this is something that's just better than if I have something to eat with.
Yeah. For me, champagne is an acquired taste, but it's also champagne is like seltzer water. Like, and I just like, do you like Do you like LaCroix?
Say that again?
Do you like LaCroix?
I haven't had that.
Now, if you like LaCroix, you like champagne. But I hate LaCroix too. So, you know, I'll probably enjoy the red wine. So here we are. I took a little nice shot that I'll put up. So I was hoping that they weren't going to fry the lobster tail. I knew that they might. So don't worry, I'm preparing for my stomach to hate me. And Nancy says the chicken is good. Okay, and now this one has a red wine pairing. It does complement my meal nicely. So I think I can finish the red wine. I'm not going to finish the champagne, unfortunately. But I'm glad I tasted it, because otherwise I wouldn't have. Yeah. Okay, so I'm also going to get a jiao. It's a bamboo rice congee. The champagne tastes better with the food as well. So maybe I'll finish them both, especially since I'm getting the congee. So, you know, stuff in my stomach. Now that I'm out of the house, I want bubble tea again. But maybe I'll do that tomorrow to get me out, because there's a place that finally opened up near me, and another place. I still haven't. I went and I was doing my dairy-free thing, and I checked their labels, and their regular powder, I'm pretty sure it was fine, but the taro one, I checked that one, and I thought it was fine, but I was feeling away after drinking it, and I checked the label again because I took a photo, and it had the casein in it. So now I have to go back and tell them. And I tried to call, but they didn't pick up the phone, and like I just haven't gone back because I was like, I'm not buying bubble tea right now. All right, here we go. Looks yummy. Let's give it a try. Okay, so everything was great. Gonna get my congee to go. It's good, but I'm gonna get it to go because I'm feeling it a little bit now, and then I have to read for a friend, and yeah, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm gonna shower and go to bed. But yeah. Okay, guys, I'm back. I don't know why I decided to come to Blue. I mean, I decided because I was like, oh, let me just go directly on the Blue Line because the Yellow Line is traveling the Blue Line. But I think if I got on the Yellow Line, it's still priced as Yellow Line because I think it's still a little bit more to come here. It's still just as long of a ride. Well, it's actually slightly shorter of a ride, but not by much. But it was fine of a ride anyway. Yeah, the wine went nice with the food. I wouldn't order it by myself. The champagne, I don't like champagne. They didn't change my mind. But it also went well. It went well with the lobster one. And so yeah, I had to get my congee to go because I could feel it, and I'm like, this train ride is longer, and the train ride is gonna make me nauseous. So yeah, and I told a friend I would read for her when I got back tonight if she hasn't found another one. So there's that. So I can't just go to sleep because I have to. And funnily enough, alcohol kind of pushes it back. It may have something to do with like the fermentation process of water. Anyways. Alrighty, I'm back. I'm gonna make some tea. I will not have as bad a reaction. So luckily, they say I have my retainer just because while I'm here, I'll take it back out when I'm drinking tea, but just until I get my tooth back where it needs to be. But yeah, because it was fried in gluten. It was not like breaded or anything in gluten. I'm doing much better. But honestly, I just need to not worry about the specialty menu. Because last time I gave Anthony the thing that I couldn't eat from the special menu, but I left and I wasn't full. So, but then I even got one of the things that wasn't on the special menu, and I could have just got a whole meal from not on the special menu and paid like about the same. So I'm gonna just do that from now on because that's what makes sense. And I won't have to actually dread the agony when it's oncoming, because I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember, it was fine, and I got over it, and then it's like, But you don't really remember like you think you do, because that shit hurts. So yeah, I need to wear these more often. And I'm also considering like whether I should just continue to spend enough time in Maryland to leave my residency as Maryland's. But like, I don't know, it's a hassle. Guys, I almost forgot to tell you when I was on my way back on the metro. Again, my face was not visible, and I'm pretty. Guys, it happened. I almost forgot to tell you guys when I was on the metro. Well, when I was waiting on my train, it happened again. The whole can't see your face, but you're pretty. It was pretty this time instead of beautiful, but he led with that. He was like, you're really pretty. And then he clarified that, you know, he couldn't really see my face because I had a mask on. But, you know, it was, you know, the way I was put together, I'm pretty. And then he was about to, you know, get on the train that was there. It wasn't my train, obviously, so I wasn't on it. But he was about to get on, and he turned back, and he was like, you know, can I get your name? And then he paused, and he was like, are you married? I like how he just went straight to, are you married? I paused for a second, but I said yes, because I wasn't going to give him my number or anything after that if he asked, so I just said yes. But then he asked, he was like, are you just saying that, or are you actually married? And I mean, I'm married to my future husband, so yes, I am married. But at least we know my outfit today was cute. Because I didn't look like a hitchhiker today. So it makes more sense. But it's just funny. It's a sweet thing to say. Alrighty, today we out here drinking cranberry juice and making onigiri. There's salmon inside there. Good morning. We're going horseback riding today. Alrighty guys, I just finished my lesson. You see my hair is smushed from the helmet. And it was actually really great because I learned on Western. And Western is much easier to learn to ride. Western doesn't have all the rules that English does. So yeah, learning English. I'm going to schedule another lesson later. And then, yeah. Alright guys, I'm back. I stopped by the international market, got fish balls. Oh yeah, over there. You always have to check the fish balls because some of them have wheat. And then tofu. I had soft and firm, I believe. Yes, firm and soft. I also got some more glass noodles. And I got some ginger sauce, which that I didn't go there for. And a mango drink. Did it sound like I was saying drink and juice at the same time? Because that's what came out. But yeah, this was on sale, so I grabbed it. And then got a big can of sesame oil, because this was also on sale. It was for $12 or $15 instead of $21, because what I went there was for tofu and sesame oil. And potentially something else. I was thinking about getting some frozen fruit while I was there, but the way I walked around the store, I didn't see it, and so, yeah. Hey guys, so I'm in here cooking after finally finishing my red carpet review critique video. It's like 2 hours long. And I accidentally deleted some footage off my phone when I was doing part of the editing. But it's fine. It's done now. I'm definitely going to have to find a way to do it much, much easier because it took forever. Part of the reason it took forever because I was just trying to avoid editing it because I knew it was going to be a nightmare. But yeah, so what did I delete? I don't really remember what I deleted except for I went out with a couple of my rowing friends because I wasn't going to be available for one of their birthdays. She was doing a brunch. And so they signed me up, or well, I signed up, but they helped me sign up to a dating app. And yeah, it's interesting. It's a new thing. I'd been contemplating it for a while. But it's just super new to me because my last relationship was 7.5 years, but it started in high school. So I've technically never, like, really dated. So it's just weird to put myself. It's not like no one's ever asked me out. I just never say yes. So yeah, I got some really, really good feedback in my class over some scenes I did. Because comedy makes me nervous because, you know, when you watch something and somebody's not funny, I'm like, that's so embarrassing. I don't want it to be me. And so I kind of like pushed comedy away. And so I've been told by 2 people that the nudge is like, you know, that I'll thrive in comedy, you know, once I get like my foundation. So I have an intensive coming up, which I'm really excited about. And I'm feeling a lot better about comedy now. That's still a fear, but I'm less fearful of it now. So there's that. And oh yeah, Dad doesn't really like the blue paint in the house, but that's kind of just an oh well. And my sister is still far away, having some kitty troubles. Well, not really, we have troubles. Oh, I need to send her the package, but it's missing 2 things still, but it's almost ready to send to her. They're not like necessities, but they're things I really want to put in there. And then actually I'm going to ask her mom. She wants me to go ahead and send that other stuff she said she was going to send, because that's going to take even longer than I'm taking with this. I forgot to show you the tacos, and now the lighting isn't good, and I'm not going to get up to fix it. Hey guys, so if you can hear, I've got a bit of a like sinus cold thing going on. Like, I'm fine. Like, I guess it's technically, it may not be a cold, it's just the easiest way to describe it. But yeah, so that being said, I'm gonna make cookies. I'm gonna make almond flour cookies. There we go. Hey guys, I am tired. I'm annoyed too and tired because I'm doing like some genealogy stuff, and I'm just, it's frustrating because like I'm not even that deep, because I'm looking over the stuff that has already been done, because you know, I did the DNA test and they, you know, they keep switching results. They haven't switched it up again, but the first results are in line with things that I've been told, and then now it's been some years and the things that I've been told, either the same person or like one other relative will say, oh no, it's not like this. And some of the way that it's said by certain people is, it sounds as if it's that, you know, generational, we don't speak about what we're mixed with because, you know, things can happen to you. And then other times it's just like, did you just say the wrong thing prior? And so it's just like, you know, when you're trying to look up the other cultures, and it's like, you don't want to be rude, because obviously when your family's black and you're a little light, more than likely being, you know, being Black American, there's a white person in there somewhere. And then it's not uncommon for people to be like, oh yeah, there's Native American in there. I guess people, you know, at some point they were like, we'd rather have a Native American in the family than a white person in the family. I think that's where that comes from. Plus there was, you know, intermingling and all that stuff. But there are Native Americans who did not claim Native American on their census and things like that. So it's kind of hard to identify them anyway. But yeah, it's, on my mom's side, it's so much. It's going to be more difficult on my mom's side because there's more, supposedly more mixing on her side. But I'm going to have to go to Louisiana or talk to somebody who in Louisiana who does genealogy for grandma's side. But then for my great-grandfather's side, he was supposedly Native American and German. And then now they're saying, no, not Native American, they're Aboriginal, like they're freedmen, Aboriginal people. So we'll see. Because they're like, yeah, this specific person was Native American and he was an elder on this reservation. And it's like, okay, so you got that detailed bit, but now we just have a cousin who's married to somebody on the reservation. And I'm like, these stories are so wild. And I'm like, I feel like it's highly unnecessary. The most unnecessary things in the world. So I asked, I've gotten some photos on that side of the family, and you know, they look black, but we'll see. Because the person that supposedly was Jewish and Irish, there's a picture of him, and you know, he's black, but by his face and bone structure, you could technically see a little bit of Jewish and Irish. Now, on my first results, it came back, there is some, and then, you know, they switched them up to take it out, and now, speaking back to them again, they're like, oh, you know, there's no evidence of Jewish and Irish, and I'm like, what would that really look like on the census? Would they really even acknowledge that if you're not looking at the specific white person? I don't know how far back they would be, but, you know, I don't know, it's just annoying. Because it's like, if we don't know, it'd be better off just saying they don't know than to give a false story. Because it's like, the story. It's a detailed story, so it's like, oh yeah, this is very plausible. They got it from somewhere. And then they come back with a new detailed story saying, no, that other one is nothing. And I'm like, why don't you just say you don't know? Because it's like, if there's Native in, I want to be able to go and learn cultural things. If there isn't, I don't want to be like, yeah, let me go learn. Now, I'm going to be respectful about it either way, so it's not going to be the end of the world. But there are, like, black natives that have a lot of issues trying to get recognition and things like that. So, yeah. Because what started this bit, because I was told the one person was Irish and Jewish, I was asking if maybe the Irish person was like indentured, and that's how that got into the bloodline, because this would have been around that time period, would have been how that would have got there. And she's like, oh, I can't see it in there. And I'm like, y'all are the ones that told me it was there. And then also, like, on my mom's dad's side, like, she said black, and then she was like, there's potential for like a smidge of Korean, which I'm not gonna run with that. But also, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get any information from my mom's dad's side of the family, so we'll see. But then on my mom's side of the family, but on my dad's side, I just have to call a bunch of family members and then get in touch probably with some cousins that I don't know personally, but you know, they'll pick up the phone and family. And yes, I can say that because I know how that part of my family is. So yeah. But yeah, actually, I didn't even realize, because they were doing, on my dad's side, they did some family tree research, but I can't tell, the way they wrote it, I can't tell how many great-grandmothers she is. She's my third great-grandmother, or like fourth or something like that. But it says the family, the slave owner family that she came from. It doesn't say the plantation, but it's South Carolina. All my family's from North Carolina, so I don't like driving through South Carolina, to be honest. Yeah, I've never stopped in South Carolina. I've only ever driven through it. But I don't like the feeling I get driving through South Carolina. I'm cool in North Carolina though, but that's where all my family is, so it's like,